Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start out. We're calling fiscal responsibility, economic development into order. What's today? April 4th, 8:45. And please call the roll.
Senator Butler. Senator Carnley. Senator Chastain. Senator Coleman. Senator Figures. Senator Gavan.
Here.
Senator Hatcher.
Here.
Senator Hovey. Senator Kelly. Senator Melson.
Here.
Senator Roberts. Senator Sessions.
Here.
Senator Weaver. Senator Gudger.
Here.
Got 9.
9 people. We have a quorum. We can conduct business as we go forward. We got 3 bills on the agenda. I believe for the committee, we have a sub on the first 2. And so having said that, on SB 242, Senator Livingston, Senator Singleton, you're up, my friend.
Used all the time.
He wish he was as handsome as I am. Mr. Chairman, thank you for coming this morning, and thank you, committee, for getting up this early on a Thursday morning. I know this tail light Thursday, and we're going to get started so we can get in and get out. And because y'all coming here today, I promise not to hold you too long on the floor today, okay? This is a bill of the part of the innovation bills that the governor, the lieutenant governor is pushing to move Alabama forward in terms of what we're doing with our workforce. Let me say to you, first of all, this bill has been vetted, I guess, by every surgeon in this building, from AEA to cities to counties. You know, they did about a 7-hour surgery yesterday on this bill, and I wasn't even anywhere around, okay? And so with that, I think that the parties have come together, whether or not they all are satisfied or not. I think that they've done a yeoman's job on this bill to get the bill shaped up to where it is to get a sub. Let me just kind of first of all tell you what this innovation district structure does. And I got some smarter lawyers behind me who's going to come and give you all of the details in terms of how it actually is going to work here in the state of Alabama. The Innovation District Act is one of 7 pieces of legislation that the Lieutenant Governor and the Governor leadership were working for Alabama package, okay? The goal of this package is to grow Alabama labor force participation rate, the gross domestic product in the area development. The Innovative District Act will create another tool for cities and counties to collaborate and recruit industry in both counties and rural development. Most of the time when communities are recruiting industry in their area, a lot of times all they have to offer is an abatement tax. And so this is going to give them another tool in the toolbox to create these innovative districts, to be able to allow them to be able to utilize tax dollars that is in part of that district. The bill allows for local governing bodies such as counties and cities to partner together and outline a geographic region within the boundaries to be designated as an innovative district. The district can then work with the industry to abate taxes or use other available economic development recruitment strategies to entice companies to move into innovation districts. Much like opportunity zones in TIF districts, the innovation district approach, should this bill pass, be used in any and every community in the state as a recruiting tool. The Innovative District Act builds an opportunity zone and TIF district by streamlining the process and allowing cities and counties to partner together and create corporations that can create a corporation that can hold land and have bonding authority in order to be in position to further economic development. The bill is a true local approach that cannot be utilized unless there's a complete buy-in by governing bodies. Nothing in this legislation is mandatory. Everything here is permissive. Yes.
All right, this time, Senator Melson, we are dealing with a substitute.
I would like to have a motion to adopt a substitute, so we'll be working off that.
Motion to adopt substitute. We have a second. Senator Coleman, please call the roll.
Senator Butler. Senator Carnley. Senator Chastain. Senator Coleman.
Aye.
Senator Figures. Senator Gavan.
Aye.
Senator Hatcher.
Aye.
Senator Hovey. Senator Kelly. Senator Melson. Senator Roberts. Senator Sessions. Senator Weaver. Senator Gudger.
Aye. So we have 9-0 vote. We're done. So now the substitute has a favorable review. We're going to go into the comments to begin with. Senator Gavan, I believe you're up.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So, first question, Senator, is you said you weren't going to hold us up. Now, have you got friends from Jefferson County that are not going to hold us up today?
Can only speak for me.
I was afraid of that.
I didn't promise to do it. I said I would think about it. Did I say that?
I think you committed. I think you locked down. Okay, so I appreciate all the people that were operating on this yesterday. I think hopefully I've been told at least it's taking care of a lot of my concerns, but I will be looking over it. But I don't know if anybody's got any specific questions, but I would move to get this, because of the calendar where we are, I would move that we give us a favorable report.
We have a favorable, we have a second, Senator Melson. Any further comments? I have one myself, and one is we got 37 pages that this committee really has not seen. We're doing this out of respect, obviously, for you, sir, and at the same time, there'll probably be some floor amendments on this particular piece at some point after we read it. Are you okay with us working together on that, as long as we come to you first, right?
Of course, we would not move this bill until we know that there's some things came up overnight from some of the other parties, and
right.
We're not going to move the bill until everybody is absolutely satisfied to where they are. We may not be able to satisfy everybody, but we can get 90% of it, and definitely for you, the members, whatever questions you have and concerns, we'll address it before we move it.
Thank you, Senator. I appreciate that. Any further comments? Having none, we have a motion and a second. Can we use a previous roll without objection? Is that okay with everyone? Having said that, that's a 9-0 favorable review. Thank you, Senator.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Now, I believe you're handling the next bill for Senator Roberts. Is that
I am. It is just the CA to this bill. I'm sorry, you want to go and call the bill up before I get ahead of myself.
No worries. It's SB 243. Senator Roberts, he is in another meeting right now, so I believe that you are standing in for him. So please go right ahead, Senator Livingston.
Again, thank you.
Yeah, Senator Singleton.
Section 94 of the Constitution expressly prohibits the legislature from authorizing a city or county from granting public funds to a private entity. Accordingly, it is necessary to amend the state constitution to allow the innovation districts to have bonding authority via this CA. And that's basically what it does, is allow them to do that.
We, I believe, have a motion from Senator Weaver. We have a second. This is for the sub. That's correct. We have a sub that we're replacing. Senator Sessions. Let me get a second first. Do we have a second? Senator Gavan, and then now on to comments. So Senator Sessions, you're up.
Yeah, I think my question is on this particular piece, and Senator Gavan had brought it up the other day, these innovation districts basically, will they be given all the powers, same powers as a county or anything? Or I tell you what I'm worried about would be eminent domain. These innovation districts will not have eminent domain powers, will they?
Lawyers?
No. So I don't think the way this is set up, if I may, that this goes to that level. I think what this is trying to do is, and I would be interested in input from the attorneys on that, but I perceive this as sort of be like the IDB. The counties and the cities can't give property to an individual, a business, without going through what we used to call 772. I don't know how it's been reconfigured. Don't hold me to it being on the committee that reconfigured the Constitution, because I can't remember all the new numbers. But anyway, sort of, I think the intent, and I'd like to be corrected if I'm wrong, is to sort of put these innovation districts kind of on par with what the IDBs can do.
I think we have someone behind you, Senator Singleton.
Yes, please.
Please speak.
Good morning. My name is Barry Staples. I'm a shareholder at Maynard Nexon and their public finance group, and we were involved in some of the drafting of this and a lot of the amendment and process that went on last night into the wee hours of the morning. And eminent domain, most of the changes were to reduce some of the scope of the powers of an innovation district. That would be covered in the prior bill, which is not the constitutional amendment, the actual enabling statute. And the power of eminent domain, I believe, was removed last night from the powers of the district. So that concern, I hope, has been alleviated.
But thank you.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
And let me say this, committee, I can guarantee you that eminent domain is not in there because Sonny Brassfield was sitting there. I can guarantee you it wasn't there. He ain't not letting you take anything from the counties that is not necessary, all right?
All right, I believe we have a motion and a second already.
Mr. Chairman,
Oh, I'm sorry, Senator Hatcher.
sorry, if I may.
Please.
We might need to, I guess my concern, because obviously what is it, Staples? My ultimate concern in looking at this, and you just kind of piqued my concern when you said you all went into the night looking at this, and here we have it in the morning. And this is a CA. And the concern I'm going to have is the concern around what we are allowing private entities to do that we are not allowing municipalities and other counties and cities to do. So I don't have enough in these moments of doing a kind of cursory reading on this one. I suppose there may be an opportunity, I'll vote to pass it out, but I certainly would like to get with some of the others of us who might have some concerns about that part. Because I think the one concern you just allayed for us is that eminent domain would not be a part of this, but I am, those other concerns I do have.
Yes, sir. And what I would say to that is that the purpose of the constitutional amendment is to grant some of the powers that are already granted to cities and counties under Amendment 772 to the actual innovation district itself. And again, this would all be part of the enabling legislation that requires the constitutional amendment, but those pieces are reflected in that legislation, and it is subject to the same notice procedures that Amendment 772 has, and as well to approval by the authorizing subdivision. So the cities and counties, not only would they have notice of it, as would the taxpayers and citizens, in this consistent with Amendment 772, but there would also be a formal review process by the cities and counties.
Okay. As we talked about, out of respect for the governor and obviously Senator Singleton anyway, I think we need to go ahead and be moving this today. I do think that our comments have been around the cities and counties. So I know the league has representatives here, and obviously Sonny is here. And so if y'all had some points that we need to be looking at, would y'all please bring those by our offices before this hits the floor? We appreciate that. Senator Sessions.
One comment. Senator Singleton, I wasn't worried about the county and the city's land. I was worried about private landowners' land.
We got a motion already, Senator Weaver. We have a second, Senator Gavan. Can we use previous roll without objection? Having said that, this has a favorable review, 9-0. Thank you, Senator Singleton. Appreciate it. Oh, hold on. That was the adoption of the sub. Is that correct? Yes. So sorry about that. That's adoption of the sub. So now we're on move for favorable, second by motion, using previous roll without objection. Again, that's a 9-0 vote. Again, Senator Singleton, thank you so much, sir.
All right.
Next on the agenda.
Senator Singleton's up next.
Senator Singleton is up next. It's SB 266. Senator Livingston, the floor is yours, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, committee and committee members. Under existing law, various vehicles that exceed certain weight limits are prohibited from operating on specific highways. This bill will provide for greater specificity. I said that word, I can't believe that. And how that's enforced. This is allowable load tolerance clarification, which is going to be expanded to all scales, not just portable, but all scales is what it'll do. We do have some ambiguity with it. The folks at ALDOT found that we're going to take care of, and we'll be coming with a substitute on the floor or an amendment to remove that language out, that I've made a commitment to both them and to the County Commission Association that we would do that before we go any further.
Sounds great.
Called late yesterday afternoon, and we're not unable to get anything out of LSA just yesterday afternoon or last night. They're busy working on Senator Singleton's bill.
Yeah, well, motion to approve. We have a second, Senator Weaver. Any further discussion? Having none, can we use previous roll without objection? Having so, that's a 9-0 vote. And Senator, I'm going to say Singleton.
Singleton, thank you.
Yeah.
I've been called a lot worse.
Thank you for today. We are adjourned, ladies and gentlemen.